What's the difference between Catholics and Protestants? Let's start off with the word Christianity, because Catholics and Protestants are both Christians. So they're going to have a lot of things in common. They're going to share a lot of beliefs. Christians believe that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. He came to earth and died to save everybody from their sins. Okay? So Catholics and Protestants are both Christians. They both believe that Jesus Christ, Son of God, died to save us from our sins. So that means Catholics and Protestants are going to celebrate, similar holidays like Christmas and Easter because they are both Christian holidays. Around the year 1500, pretty much everybody in Western Europe was a Catholic. Protestantism did not exist yet. All these green ones did not exist yet. Now, we had a few kind of small Jewish communities dotted around Europe, and we had some Muslims, particularly in kind of southern Spain, but the vast majority of Western Europe, so pretty much everybody in Western Europe, was Catholic. If you were a Catholic back then, or if you are a Catholic now, like you're a Catholic, end of, that's it. There are Catholics all over the world, and they are all Catholic. There's no branches, there's no divisions. If you're a Catholic, that's it, end of. However, with the dawn of the Renaissance, some people came along and they were unhappy with the Catholic Church, the way the Catholic Church was being run. They protested or they complained about the Catholic Church, how it was set up, how it was structured, okay? And these people were referred to as Protestants because they protested. Again, protest, the start of the word Protestant. However, not all of these protesters agreed on the same thing. So that's why we have all these different divisions or kind of versions of Protestantism. So the word Protestant is an umbrella term to refer to the people who protested against the Catholic Church, who were unhappy with how the Catholic Church was being run. Different protesters like Martin Luther, John Calvin, Henry VIII, they protested or they complained about different things and so set up their own churches based on their beliefs, and they got followers. If we look back at our diagram up here, all Protestant churches are still Christian churches. See, they're all linked to Christianity at the top. So they're all going to share some common features. So Catholics and Protestants, it doesn't matter what branch of Protestantism you are, they are all Christian. They all believe Jesus Christ was the Son of God, came to earth, died to save us from our sins, and they're going to celebrate things like Easter and Christmas because they are Christian holidays. But as I said, there are differences between Catholic and Protestant churches. Because the reason why Protestantism exists is because people were protesting or unhappy with the way the Catholic Church was being run. So for example, in Catholic churches, clergy cannot get married. Whereas in Protestant churches, clergy or priests can get married. In the Catholic Church, priests are male. However, in many Protestant churches, such as the Church of Ireland and Methodists and Presbyterians, women can become priests or clergy. But as I said, not all of these Protestant churches agreed on the same thing. Otherwise, there wouldn't be lots of different versions of them. Historically, Methodists, they didn't dance. There was no dancing. And the use of alcohol was up to kind of the individual Methodist. So it was either no alcohol or responsible use of alcohol. Within Presbyterianism, historically, again, no alcohol. Within the Quakers, they dressed in a really plain and simple manner. So colors like kind of grey, tan, dark green, muted colors. But again, everything on this page, every denomination, every church listed here, they are all Christians, so they're all going to share the same common belief, but their approach to religion differs a little bit from church to church. So again, in some churches, female priests or clergy are okay. In the Catholic Church, they're not. So this is kind of an illustrated breakdown of everything that I was just talking about. So I'm just going to leave it here for a second if you want to take a screenshot of it. Whether you are Catholic or one of the Protestant churches listed above, or even one of the ones not listed above, they are all Christian. So they will have a lot of things in common. They will share a lot of beliefs and ideas. But around 1500, some people were unhappy with the Catholic Church because this was really the only Christian church in Western Europe. So they started to protest. They wanted the church to change. The church would not change, so they went and set up their own individual churches themselves. And it is very hard to get a large group of people to all agree to the same thing. So you'll have different reformers, different protesters setting up their own church with what they think or they thought was the correct kind of approach to take.